course here. Introduction to Buddhism. To planetary system. Hope you registered for classes, right? Today is the first day of the class. We get to know each other. By this Thursday, we start to learn. My name is Thich Hang Dat. Have you read my CV online? How many of you have read my CV online? Yeah, you can click on here. This is one here. Now I almost finished my PhD degree in religious study at University of the West in California, in Southern California. Can you guys hear me back there? I have soft voice. If you could not hear, please let me know. I finished up my PhD degree in electrical engineering back then in 1990. Who were born before 1990? Okay, only two of you. And after 1990, wow, many of you. I graduated from Penn State University with a PhD degree in electrical engineering, 9 months. I went back to school in 2009. I went back to the University of the West to obtain my MA degree in religious studies so that I could teach. I started to teach at university level for many years before 2009 under non-credit classes. But after obtaining the MA degree, I could teach at University of Indiana. Right now I'm teaching 2 campuses. Indiana University, Southeast is one campus, another campus is Indiana University Columbus. I've been teaching there since 2013, and even now I'm teaching online one here in Houston. I teach 3 online classes, 2 at IUS, Indiana University Southeast, another one is Indiana University of Columbus. You can say I just moved here in Houston last year and had my one center in Houston, and somehow I could a post here. And that's why I'm here with you guys. I hope I will share some Buddhist information, Buddhist knowledge and experience with you. I have been teaching many courses: Buddhism, the religion of Asia, mindfulness back then in Indiana University, and hopefully I will offer more classes at the university. Okay, so please say your name. The paper, where's the paper? Somewhere else. Oh. I have to sign your name, please. Please sign your name. Okay. So our class runs from 30 to 4. It's 1 hour and a half. 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's pretty longer. How many of you have learned something about Buddhism before? Wow, quite a few. That's great. How many of you think or recognize as you are Buddhist? Well, quite a few here. Okay. Back then, in Indiana, it's still rare. In Bible Belt, yeah, conservative area. So that's great. So so some of you know some basic knowledge about Buddhism, right? Okay. So let's start one by one then. Let's introduce each other. Okay, so just tell me your name, your major and why you take this class. Of course, on the Blackboard AR class, if you can put input on the Blackboard to share, that's great too. But we'd like to learn each other. Okay, so Sam, please, it's you. You can sit down and get on around. That's okay. Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Christine and I'm a senior this year at the University of Houston. I'm majoring in environmental science and I'm taking this course because I believe Buddhism is a practice of selflessness and I want to incorporate more of that into my life.
Hi, my name is Sally. I'm a public relations major at U of H and I'm taking this class just because I was raised Buddhist, but my family is Buddhist, but I never went to like a temple unless there was a festival or something. So I wanted to get more knowledge.
I'm Taylor. I'm an anthropology major and I'm a junior. I'm taking this course because I believe all religions have a basis in truth, and I'd really like to know more about this one in particular.
I'm Daisy. I'm a psychology major. I'm a sophomore, and I just want to learn more about it and find it interesting.
Hi, my name is Ty. I'm a sociology major. Because I do this, but I never really learned about it.
Hi, I'm Mary. I'm a psychology major and a junior, and I'm taking this class as an elective because I find it interesting.
I'm Becca, and I'm a sociology major, and I'm taking this because I want to know a little bit about Buddhism. Some of my friends who are Buddhist, and it was really interesting, so I wanted to learn more.
I'm Robert, and I'm a cleric, and I'm taking this class because I want to know more Buddhism than my dad. Yeah, that's it.
I'm Nico. I'm a nursing major, and I thought this class would be easier. That's why I'm taking it. Okay. And also because it's part of my required classes. It's like a class in this college. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Amanda. I'm a psychology major. I'm a transfer, and I'm taking this class as an elective because I thought it seemed really interesting, and I want to learn more about Buddhism.
My name is Crystal. I'm a sophomore English major, and I'm taking this class because for years I've tried to get into Buddhism. I've been reading books about it, but I just thought since it was one of the electives that I had to take, I would take this class just to broaden my knowledge of it.
I'm Will. I'm a religious studies major. Taking it because I identify as Buddhist. I'm trying to kind of refine my practice and learn a little bit more about it. So yes, that's it.
I'm Debbie. I'm a psychology major, and I'm taking this class because I studied Buddhism in the fall, and I thought that it'd be easier to take this class than anything I didn't know anything about, like women's studies. Figured.
My name is Rebecca. I'm a kinesiology major and I'm a junior. And I'm taking this course because I want to know more about my religion or belief.
I'm Vivian. I'm a junior, and I'm majoring in psychology. And I'm also Buddhist because I want to know what it means to be Buddhist. So that's what I'm trying to do.
My name is Dom. I'm a three-car major. Taking this class as
I'm a chemical engineering major. I'm reading more studies because I've always been interested in considering the ancient studies.
My name's Aaron, and this is actually my second degree. And the first time I did a religious studies minor, I did Western religion. This time
my name is Bree. I'm a junior, a sociology major. I'm taking this course because I've always been Christian, and I just want to expand my knowledge of other religions and beliefs.
My name is Nate, and I'm a sophomore and a finance major, and I'm taking this class because I think it'll be more interesting than other classes.
Hi, I'm Judy. I'm a psychology major, and
logistically, this class is a two-in-one thing. It's a writing and science, and also it'll help me constructively learn concepts that will be applicable to my life. Actually,
Hi, I'm Annika, and I'm a religious studies major. And the only other Buddhism class I took was masculinity in Buddhism, so that's just one subject, and I have a lot more to learn about it.
Hi, I'm Sean. I was stationed in Japan for 3 years, and I saw a bunch of the culture, and that's why I thought this would be a fun class to take.
I'm Nikhil. I'm an environmental science student, and I feel like I have a lot to gain from learning about Buddhism and maybe implementing some of it in my daily life.
Hey, I'm Wesley. I'm a junior, web design major, and I've always been interested in Buddhism.
My name is Rob. I'm a sophomore and a journalism major, and I'm just interested in learning about the religion.
I'm John. I'm an English major. I'm a junior, and I'm in this class because I'm interested in it.
I'm Moses. I'm a petrol engineering major, and one of the requirements is writing in discipline. And I see Buddhism.
Great. Thank you. That's for your introduction, and well, listen to your self-introduction. I feel that most of you like to learn more about Buddhism than taking it as an additive, right? That's good intention. As a Buddhist monk walking around the campus, you guys surprised that I come here to teach? This actually back then, many people is surprised that as Buddhist monk to go to campus to teach. It's really strange for them. Of course, you guys too. And I know that they offer Buddhist class here on campus for many years, but somehow they don't have the actual program yet. And according to the new chairman of comparative cultural studies, he said there's many years in the past, they get hired some professionals from different fields to teach Buddhism. They don't know much in depth about Buddhism. So somehow that's why they got me here. Okay, so I think this class will be enjoyable for you guys. I'm serious. So don't worry much. Here, have you read my syllabus before? Okay, it's understandable. My requirement is very simple. Okay. Here, these are two classes, two online classes that I'm teaching at Indiana University of Southeast. This is university here. So that so busy. Around this semester, I take care of more than 70 students online and here. Thank you. Okay, so let's go back to our syllabus. Let's go over with this syllabus here. So most of you read the syllabus already? Okay. In this syllabus, I spelled that okay, have you obtained the books yet? This book here? How many of you have the book? Only a few.
It's like $6 on Amazon.
Oh, you can order from Amazon. It's not less than $20, right? Yeah. But in meantime, if you don't have the book, I just upload the part 1 of the book for you to read. This one here. Okay. Get see the copy. Go to the information. Okay, and this one here, you click this one. This is the first part, part 1 of the book while you're waiting to order the book. Okay, go back here. So this is my email. I don't have office hour yet, but if you need to talk to me, you let me know. We can make the arrangement. There's my email there, and require. This is only books that I like you to have this. And besides that, I upload many information on the information. Have you read? Some of you, have you read that? So this one here, for example, for part 1, chapter 2, that we study on this Thursday. You can, with many secondary sources on this file and so forth. Okay. Okay. If you have time, please read the goal for the course, and I hope that after you have taken this class, you will have some general understanding about Buddhism. This is the course requirement. I value the full class attendance. That's 20 points. I keep this format since I have been teaching at University, Indiana University. So attendance for the class, 20 points. Total, of course, total we have 100 points. Daily response, 50 points. Every class. I like you to write from, this is some guideline, from 300 to 350 words of written response, about 1 page, around 1 page. And I just need you to write one final paper. Is that easy? You don't need to have me talk. Just really respond. We want to enjoy the class. We learn together. Actually, you know, even I know much about Buddhism, and for many years I have practiced this religion, but still, I need to learn more. Even from my own students, especially from YouTube. Right? Everyone have different views and points, and we can learn each other. We can share each other. So, from now until then, it's actually from now until, let's say, Thanksgiving holiday. If you can provide me an outline, a title, an outline of your final paper, final research paper, to make sure that you have that title or that outline properly, so that you can write the final research paper successfully. And I count a comprehensive final research paper between 12 to 1700 words for 25 points. It's heavy. And of course, I give an option that you can do 20 minutes presentation. And since we have big class of students, we have many students, so I don't know. First come, first service. If you want to do presentation, probably by sometime next week, I will set out the time schedule. Instead of doing your final paper, you can do the 20 minutes of presentation, and you can find out the final schedule for this semester. But I don't know. Probably I may limit only a few students, not all. Probably, let me see, 4 or 5 is the max. There's time limit. So the rest, please write down the final paper. And that's all. It's easy. And so, well, I hope so. Especially for the class attendant, because you know, in learning through my own experience, we learn each other, the teachers, the professor, and the student. When we share information, that's what in the process of learning. For me, I don't want to stand in the front of the class and talk and talk. It's boring. Yeah, it's boring. Even as my own temple, I like to, whenever I give a lecture, I ask people to give me some comment and respond, to have that type of two-way conversations. So especially you guys, I think be helpful and beneficial. Especially by this Thursday, we will have first green response. And before you leave this room today, I will list out the questions, and you need to pick up the question. Okay, we have I will list this on the board for you to pick up, so that on Thursday, by Thursday, you bring your written response to the class, and according to that question, you look together and discuss. And when we go to that question, we discuss one by one, and we can share the views. Okay. So only today I'll be the only one to talk much, but by Thursday, you hope you would involve in the conversation. And yes, you can bring the paper. I mean, by Thursday, bring that business one. And after we done it with the class, we can put it here. I mean that you can hand in to me by this Thursday. Okay. And if you have some problem of writing your written response, please let me know. So again, by we attend the class and then daily written response is count 10 or get count 70 points. So that's why attending the class is so important. And of course, sometimes we have some bad day too. Right? I know that. So I give you two unexcused absence. The rest, please, let's say if you're sick and so forth, let me know if it's serious. Otherwise, please highlight with the attend the class so that we can learn together. Is it clear now? Okay. Any questions? All right. So that's the format of the class, and today I just go over briefly about the religion of India. So we can have a short appearance for the first time. And let's see, you guys know, right? You guys know the grading system, right? From up to 100 points. And you can read the please. And here, please read the attendance, participation policy. Oh, one more thing I want to talk. Sorry about that. Okay, here. 2 weekly written response. That means every class you bring your written response. Without written response, you could not discuss in the class. That's why attend the class and contribute to class about your views or your response to the question is being soon. Another thing is yeah. Oh, actually, I set up. You can upload your written response before you come here after the class. That's okay too, on the blackboard, the terminal. Because with my own experience back there, some students they just quote directly from the books or from the other people paper. I think most you are college university students, you know that you have to write in your own word. And out of 28 daily response, you need to submit 25 of them. So from now to the end of the semester, you just need to submit 25, and each of them we count 2 points, and that is the reading for the research paper or presentation. And I think by next Tuesday or Thursday, I would like to know whoever want to do presentation and remember. Because of the time limit, we just have only 4 or 5. That's nice. And this is a guideline to do to choose the title or writing the outline and structure of your final paper. Something that relates to Buddhism. We'll talk about that later on too. And this is a guideline for doing the presentation. 20 minutes presentation. And one thing I want to mention is that this guideline for final paper, and I got to put somewhere else. Put somewhere else here. Anyway, I forgot to put somewhere I need to put there. I need to have more. In Houston, we have many Buddhist centers. And if you go to any Buddhist center,
Oh, that's on there.
huh?
It's on there.
Huh?
About go to temples.
Yeah, any temple. If you've been temple already.
I'm saying you have it on your
Oh, you have that?
Yeah.
Which one?
I read it somewhere else.
Somewhere else. Let me see here. Okay, let me go down. And there is extra credit for you. If you've been in Buddhist temple, you're blessed. You can have credit. Yeah. But you have to write paper. Okay. Right. Let me see here. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, right here. 5 points. Okay, 5 points for each report, and you can write 2, and you get 10. You can write. Okay. You get your own experience at the temple, what you learn, whatever, what your observations, whatever can you want to put on that report. You may earn 5 points.
How long do you want them to be?
The report.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to put probably at least 2 pages.
Okay.
Okay. So you're so blessed. You have many temples around you, especially the one who've been in temple. Okay. Good. All right. So that's your extra credit. So again, I try to keep the class more interesting for you guys to learn. But please, many students back then in Indiana, of course, they can accelerate, but some of them are so lazy. And I hope that this will be not the case for this class. Okay. So anyway, so any questions before we go on? So you clear about the points, right? The rating system.
Would you like us to bring textbook to class or?
Oh, it's up to you. It's up to you. Only thing I need you to bring is your written response. Yeah. Okay. So that's up to you. That's why your written response is so important. Without written response, you could not share your knowledge, your understanding about that. This question of how is we talking about. You may be left out if you don't have written response. That's why it's count 70% for the total rate. Again, I hope that here in Houston is not too cold, and in Indiana, you know, many times back then, especially during the spring semester, we have snow all the times, and we have to cancel the classes. But here, do we may cancel the class because of the weather? Yes or no?
If there's a hurricane.
Oh, hurricane. It's still rare, right? Yeah. But in my state, in Indiana, it's almost every year, especially in the spring semester. We don't have much problem for weather during the fall semester, but in the spring semester, it's snow everywhere. Anyway, so I hope that you will not have problems to attend the class. Okay? So let's move on then. before we learn about Buddhism, I like to have some introduction about religion in India. Let's go back again. How many of you have read, have deep knowledge about Buddhism? Have deep knowledge about Buddhism? How many of you? Okay. How many of you don't know anything about Buddhism? Only two of you? Raise your hand so let me see. This means zero information, with zero knowledge about Buddhism. Raise your hand, please. Okay. Alright. So most of you know some, right? The Four Noble Truths, right? Eightfold Paths, and so forth, right? So you have that kind of basic information already. Have you ever studied about Hinduism before? Oh, you do. Wow, so you have that kind of knowledge about religion of Asia. How many of you study religion of Asia, like Hinduism, Taoism, Shinto, Confucian? Okay. Alright, so you have some kind of information, some kind of knowledge there. Okay, so today, before we talk about Buddhism directly, so we talk more in general about religion in India, so that you can have broad views about the background of Buddhism before it appeared in India. Okay, so you learned about Hinduism before. So what do you know about Hinduism?
I don't know where to start. I know quite a bit about Hinduism. I mean, there's the Brahman and the Atman, and there's different personifications of God, but there's really only one God. There's the different castes that are not really technically around anymore, but they're still in India. Stuff like that.
And how about others? Yes, what do you know about Hinduism?
You could say that they're sort of like Trinity is Shiva and Krishna and Brahma. Brahma is the creator, Krishna is the preserver, and Shiva is the destroyer. Then there are also a whole bunch of goddesses. Some Hindus believe that Devi, that the one god is female, and some don't. And then Hinduism in itself is sort of a term that came about in the colonial days from British people. Really, Hinduism is an umbrella term for a whole bunch of different beliefs and rituals.
Yeah. This is like the baskets of religion, right? It include everything. That's why they worship every gods, kitchen god and so forth. Okay, so let's start with the ancient India. Okay. Somehow this room is so crowded. Okay, let's, okay, here, India, the setting. You know, right? You know where Himalaya mountain at the north, Mount east and west. India is a subcontinent plateau. Okay, they have the two monsoon. India has two main rivers, the Ganges and Indus rivers. It's so important for them, or for their spiritual traditions. Cultural tradition too. Indus Valley is the cradle of India civilization right here. Okay, here is the Indus Valley, and the first settlement is about 3000 BCE when the farmers settled along the Indus River right here, and in what now is Pakistan. Now by 2500 BC, these two cities, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, are the one that started Indian tradition or Indian civilization. Okay. And this is the remainder of these two cities, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. That's one right here. This here India, this Indian continent, subcontinent. You know, this is Himalaya, right? Range, and the pole right here. The pole is right here. That's where they can have the earthquake in April. Yeah, and Harbour, where they trade with iron and Lebanon region to the east, to the far east right here. And Mohenjo-daro, that's right here. Trade with the Persian Gulf and somewhere to the west. So that's why these two cities stood for Indian civilization. And at those times, the political structure, they based on the villages, cities were never politically united, but they share common language and culture. And this is similar to Mesopotamia and China. The region was united only by trade. People trade their stuff together. Okay, this is the Indus Valley achievement during those times. The right system that's based upon the trading. They use the trading seal as the right in this system developed from early trading seal. We have the merchant names and symbol of the trading items. This one is the trade seal here. That's the seal that keeps them in some kind of music. Okay, and these are some peaceful items like toy jewelry and so forth. The jewelry made by gold, jasper, and so forth. And the well technology is about 2200 BC. That's where they make the well technology. We'll call. And this is they put the standard weight and measures based on the ratio of 1:16. And the first at that area, in those times around the Indus Valley area, they have the first civilization to cultivate cotton and make cotton Latins. You know, right? If you study world history, right? In the past, people wear animal skin, right, as a clothes. But during those times, they start to have the civilization of cultivating the cotton to make the cloths. If you cannot follow, let's stop me anytime, okay? If you cannot hear, can you hear me back there? Okay, thank you. And the first material society, somehow it's probably be surprised for you guys that back then lady lead the society. That's what they call the material society, female lead society. And city, they had a sewer system because bathing was an essential part of their religion. When they took the bath, this is a form of religious practice to purify and to cleanse the body, as to clean the soul. You know, if you study Hinduism and you know during the year they have some special ceremonies, this is a special celebration, right? They go to the Ganges River. They thought that Ganges River is one of the most holy rivers for them to bathe, to purify the body and soul or mind. That's why bathing is one of the most important practice of Hinduism back then. That's here. Here they have red bath tank. That's where they use for not swimming levels, but for bathing the body, to purify the body and the mind. Okay, and the religious belief would center on the idea of afterlife. This body will be with the personal items. Here, how many of you believe that you have some kind of afterlife? How many of you? or most of you, how many of you don't believe in afterlife? Why is that so?
I just don't know.
You don't know.
I guess it's not really a belief.
Really? Okay. Why you so?
I don't have I guess it's more of an absence of a belief rather than a belief, is how I see it.
Again, you believe in afterlife?
Kind of.
Why?
Depends on how I feel on that day, but you know, maybe for maybe for a little bit, and then I think you come back, you know.
Or you know. How you believe in afterlife? Why?
I believe that if we're put here for a reason, that we're gonna be somewhere else.
How are you?
I do.
Why?
I believe that we all have souls, and I think that something happens to them after we pass away. I just don't know what, so I kind of do and I kind of don't.
We discussed about this topic. It's been an interesting topic, right? Sometime in the future. Even some of my followers, they are Americans, but some of them they say that I don't believe in afterlife. That's okay. That's fine. No problem. Of course, it's still belief, like you say, right? Until we have some kind of scientific proof we could recognize. Otherwise, you can say that's a belief. So when they talk about the faith belief, it's kind of controversial. I still have kind of. All right, so that's what we have here. They believe in afterlife. Okay, humpback bull. That represent the leaders who strength, protect the people, and the priest meditate in yogi style become connected with the gods. Remember, in Hinduism, there's many kind of God, not one God, like the Western God. You know, right? And around 1500 BC, Iran invader, they invade the Indus culture. That's where they were nomadic people who migrated into Indus Valley from Central Asia and Russia. They introduced iron and horse chariot to India, and this one here, they brought with them the new government system. They have no complex government, but only group in clans, and that were ruled by warrior, chief of called Raja. The Iranian tribes settled in different regions of northwestern India, and the tribes were called Ghana, as mean collection of people. The chief of each tribe have the final authorities, but they still need to consult with their councilmen or committees. And they brought with them a new language, Sanskrit and Hindi, and they developed themselves as what we call the Vedas, or book of knowledge. Some of you learn Hinduism, right? You learn more about Vedas?
Yeah.
What you learn about that? You can share with your parents who have not learned.
I mean, they were writing them for a considerable period of time. There's many of them, just long works that kind of talk about, the Dharma and whatever and that kind of stuff, you know.
How about you? You learn more about Veda? What you learn? Can you share with your friends here?
One of the earlier ones was called the Rig Veda, and that speaks a lot about sacrifice and horse sacrifice and the development of just asking the gods by giving to them so that you can have success in your wars and crops and such. And then there's the Upanishads. I think they're part of the Vedas too, which starts to speak about the Atman and the Brahman and the sort of like the big spirit or whatever, and the soul. I don't know.
Okay, so the Veda is book knowledge, the collection of poems, sacred hymns composed around 1500 BCE that describes belief and daily lives of the Aryans. That's called between the 1500 to 1000 is called the Buddhist periods. And two iron epics written around 1000 BC. There are stories about iron life and wars during this period. So the Ramayana, and Mahabharata. So this is really popular in India. And actually they have many people. They go town to town, city to city to tell this epics for the younger generation, especially for the children. Do you have someone who born in India? Yeah. Do you have anyone who born in India? No? The Ramayana tells the story with good king. Rama killed evil pre-Aryan king. And they provide a new education system. That means the children study under the guru. Guru is the teacher orally. And the new marriage traditions. You know, for the Indian lady, after they got married, they have the red dot. The forehead here as a sign of marriage. And Hindu tradition, somehow they create this kind of what they call caste system. Who know the caste system? Okay, what's about caste system, sir?
Oh, it's based on birth.
Okay, yeah, that's what about?
It's like parts of the body. It's like based on the body parts of this one.
Okay. Okay. So how many caste systems do they have?
4.
Okay. How many?
Like they have 4 and then the untouchables.
Okay. Can you spell for me the first one?
Brahmin.
The Brahmin, that's in the priest.
Priest.
The priest.
Kshatriya.
Kshatriya are the royal, right?
I don't remember the third, but it's the merchants.
Yeah, the first one is merchant. And the last one is the Sudra, the farmers and workers.
Yeah.
And the fifth one they say untouchable, that means the non-iron. And that's why they do this kind of system, this kind of caste system. And who been in India? Oh, you see that? What do you see in the society? They still live with this caste system?
Kind of.
How?
There's this huge wealth
Okay.
disparity. So you have very rich people living in huge houses with a lot of poverty right next door and the streets right outside. And kind of like I wouldn't call it slave labor, but a lot of laborers who are working under, being watched by armed guards.
Okay. Who else? Who been in India? Yes. What do you see about this caste system that you could see, you could witness with your own eyes?
Well, I was only there for 2 weeks, but I think one thing that comes to mind is an example of on the Ganges River, we saw a ceremony with Roman priests, and the outfits they wore and everything was very spectacular. The people sitting around them too just had more. And then when you walked up from the river, people who were poor, were sitting.
Well, in India, if you were born in the low caste system, so you may not have much privilege. I went to India in 1998, 1999. I spent more than 10 months over there and witnessed myself. There's many people, the one that they call untouchable or low class people, they live on the bridge. It's like homeless people. I see many of them. They're smart. They're beautiful. They're handsome, but still they don't have privilege to go to school now here in this country because of this kind of system. And you know why? Why they create this kind of system? You know why? Why?
What was the question?
Why do they have this kind of caste system? Why? Why?
So the rich stays rich?
Yes, that's right. And the powerful one stay powerful. Thank you.
Best thing you can hope for if you're in the low caste is to die and be reborn into a higher caste,
Next life.
Yeah.
Next life. They have to do with this in order to be reborn in the high class. Next slide, yes?
So it's like almost impossible to be born into a low class, and it's not like here, like if you
No,
were
no
born
way,
poor,
no way.
yeah.
And they're really serious for the intermarriage, right? The lowest class people cannot get married with the high one, and vice versa. They're really serious.
That's
Yes.
why going to America is so desirable.
Yeah.
Now, if, there is a lot of incentive for people in lower castes to do good deeds so that they are born into a higher caste in the next life, why are there so many like misogynistic crimes that are committed and things like that? Like you hear about, rapings and beatings, and why is that so prevalent if these people, have a motivation to be really good?
Because they're uneducated.
They don't know that it's bad?
Well,
They have to follow some kind of moral set, moral guidelines, but still their motivation, especially for a low one, is to get enough merit to be reborn in a high class for next life, not this life. That's all. That's fine. That's why this is still tough for the people who know levels, low class.
But it hasn't been legally recognized for a long time. It's not part of the government anymore.
Yes,
but it's still around.
This is part of the culture.
Yeah.
It's not easy to change. And later on, when you study Buddhism, Buddha tried to change this kind of system, but somehow it's not easy. That's why they against Hinduism. They against Buddhism a lot, because the Buddha took in everyone, regardless of their class. The higher one and the lower one, and you will more or less stories. Okay, so that's why you understand. Okay. Now again, origin of Hinduism unknown. Back there, the early bronze and Neolithic periods. This is not inspired by a single individual, but it's like the basket religion. It includes every religion, every tradition. They have, of course, many different gods. Yeah. Brahma, creators. Vishnu, preserver, and Shiva, destroyer. They have many kind of gods, but these are two most important gods in Hinduism. Okay, here, Krishna, like you mentioned, right, were ancient god of the Asian and believed to be an early prince who obtained nirvana. Okay, and fundamental teaching or belief of Hinduism, there's no set of dogma. People just believe whatever they believe. Hinduism is the religion with variety of belief. And Upanishad, the literature composed between 800 BC and 500 BC, written in Sanskrit, provides some concept about fundamental teaching, belief of Hinduism. And that's okay. We have some Hindu term. Dharma, that a set of religious ethical duties to which creators and universe is subject. For example, they say that for the Brahma or the priest, they have certain type of responsibility, and for a royal class, they have certain type of responsibility too. And the low one, they have this responsibility to serve the higher class. For example, that's what called Dharma. And remember, when we study Buddhism, Dharma, the Buddha used the term Dharma, but in different views. Karma, effects of the activities on this Atman. Atman, this is the permanent soul. That's what they want to unite it. And Atman, the soul of each individual. Samsara, reincarnation, the soul passes through a series of bodies. Now let me stop here and ask you guys, who think that our soul, actually we have the discussion I have a discussion with my students too. In the West, right, according to the Western traditions, the soul is considered as a permanent one, right? after we pass away, right, either go up to the heaven or go down to the hell forever, right? That's according to the Western views. In Hinduism and in Buddhism, somehow it's quite different. And especially in Buddhism, we don't talk about the soul. We talk about consciousness, or the process of thoughts that transform from one form to others. We talk about that later on in the class. So, so how many of you feel that you have permanent soul or impermanent soul? How many of you think that you have permanent soul? How many of you? Why, sir? Why? Huh?
That's just what I was raised to believe.
Okay. How many of you think that? Yes, yes?
Permanent soul?
Yeah, permanent soul. Does this mean even after you pass away, your soul will still there forever?
I believe in like a permanent soul and because I mean it's like I don't know how to explain it. Like whenever you're born, you come up and people teaching you. And there's certain things that you feel like you already know, and that you have like knowledge that's just like natural knowledge. You have like I believe that's what you learn through like your past lives and like the life in another dimension that you had or another plane, and it's all like an accumulation of this, and that's what makes your soul like you, and that's what makes you because it's all of this put together. And if you were a constant soul just changing, what would you know? Spiritually you wouldn't know anything because you're always being born again as a new soul. Like as an infant, you have to be re-taught things. So I believe that it is a permanent soul, and it's transferred between the dimensions and planes.
Good, that's great. Okay, we discuss about this topic soon. Okay. All right. So samsara is even so known because the Buddha, when he was prince, he studied some sort of the Hindu traditions of philosophy. That's why later on he used this kind of term, but in different views. Samsara is incarnation. That's we pass through a series of body. Okay, sorry. But Nirvana, sorry, we skipped it. Nirvana is this. Who knows? Sorry, we skipped. I don't know how to get back there.
It's actually Nirvana.
This one?
If it's the same definition.
Oh yeah, release from worldly life and unification with universal spirit. That's what the definition of Nirvana according to Hinduism, but in Buddhism it's a bit different. So we talk about that. Okay. Yeah. And actually, let me talk briefly. For many Buddhists, when we talk about the term samsara or nirvana, it's so important. Why is that? Are you tired of being born again and again? That's why. That's the idea of nirvana is for. Right? To get out of what we call samsara or the cycle of rebirth. Let's say when we're born, we here and we get older, we go to school to get education so that we can have good jobs. And after that, we have our families. And what happened? After that, we raise our children. And we get older. That's circle, right? And of course, some of us enjoy the kind of circle, but others, they tired of that. So depend upon your views. And so we talk about that. That's why whoever have this what do you call this, the cycle birth, recycle birth, and that they would look for what we call nirvana to get out of that circle. To do some kind of practice to get out of the circle. Okay. And according to Hinduism, they have a life circle. In the past, somehow after the Aryan invade the Indus Valley area, or after they destroyed the Hindu civilization, they utilize this kind of system, especially they can say they demote a woman, and this is for men only. Okay, so when they're young, they will be educated by Hindu teacher, And when they get in older, like in the young age, they have families, and when they get in older, in their old age, about 50 and above, they would leave everything behind to go to the forest or to go to mountain to do meditation, to develop their spiritual life. And this is so significant that later on, when you study about the Lord Buddha, when he observed the four signs, and in one of the signs that he saw a Hindu monk, the one who let go of everything. That's a sign that he would follow to renounce the secular life, to seek for the spiritual life. That's what the Hindu life circle is for. And they want to search for or to reach to the nirvana, or that means to break the circle of birth and death. And again, that's by this 7th century, personal pride has replaced sacrifice of animals, like some of you mentioned, right? In Hinduism, they value the tradition that they sacrifice animals to offer the gods. But from 7th century CE, they stopped that kind of sacrifice in animals, and they built a temple and shrine because of the influence from Buddhism. And Hinduism spread to other countries like Vietnam, Cambodia, and so forth. And they use military force, cultural transmit through trade. Brahmin priests invited by local South Asian rulers to spread their tradition. And of course, we know there's this based on the caste system based on this Rig Vedas. That's collection of about 28 verses of poetry. This one here, we know, right? We just mentioned about this. The untouchable. Okay, so in each Aryan tribe, people belong to one of the first four groups, and they could move from group to group, but they cannot have what called intermarriage. They sleep separately according to their caste. And the Veda provide a justification of the social system to serve people according to their caste system. No intermarriage will allow between the caste division. Even now, recently I read a story, get on the news. I think this happened in Nepal, that some men tried to kill a boy as a way to sacrifice them to their gods.